back, baby.
Hey, what's going on, B-Rich?
What's up, Trey?
Hey, man, so sometimes I think that energy kind of catch people off guard,
Yeah,
because we be sitting here chilling, man. But we have us another special guest today.
We do?
I won't spend too much time. Anytime we have a special guest, I try to get
long-winded.
I try to get right into it.
You got to get a good one, though.
Yeah, I mean, listen, let me tell y'all, man, for everybody out there, audio land, everybody out there watching, today we are sitting down with a true son of the city of Atlanta. Man, I'm talking about a Mays High graduate.
Okay.
Grew up in Southwest Atlanta.
The Swats, that's where I'm from.
Georgia Tech alum.
What?
Someone who has experienced all of the pain that we have as Atlanta sports fans.
Okay, who we got?
And someone who has grinded hard and became the 61st mayor of the great city of Atlanta. I do, man. A little bit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. You know what I mean? Listen, man, everybody in this room, everybody out there listening and watching, please give it up for none other than Andre Dickens, the mayor of Atlanta. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, fellas, man? I'm glad to be here with y'all, man.
Man, somebody did not have their ring off, man, but it's all good.
Time on.
Hey, so look, should we call you mayor? We want to give you respect. Should we say mayor or should we call you Andre, Dre, Mr. Dickens, Mayor Dickens? How do you want us to address you?
Man, call me Dre. We talking about sports.
There
We talking
we
about
go.
the A.
What up, Dre?
There we go.
Yeah, man. If you slip in mayor every now and then, I ain't gonna be mad. But if you call me Dre, we friends.
All right, so look, Dre, we gonna start it like this. We're gonna do a little word association. I'm gonna give you a word, and I want you to tell me when you hear that word, what do you think about, and what does it mean to you?
Okay.
All right, when you hear the word Atlanta, what does that mean to you?
Home. That's home for me, man. Atlanta, born and raised. Atlanta, born and bred. And when I die, I'm gonna be Atlanta dead.
Hey, man, I remember Ryan Cameron used to say that all the time. For sure.
Man, he did, man. I used to have a song called Atlanta Born, Atlanta Bred. When I die, I'll be Atlanta Dead. When I had my group Southbound, this was in like 95, 96.
What was your name then?
My name, I used to go by Playboy Trey, same as I go by now. I don't
you
know
had
what
another, you had another name.
No, not at that time I didn't.
YBM?
Not at that time.
Oh, okay.
No. Let's see, man. I don't know where he going with this, Dre. But I had tried to change. So I used to go by Playboy Trey. I used to be an artist.
Yeah.
Then I tried to change my name to YBM. Lil John, shout out to Lil John, said, man, that's a horrible name. and I said, okay, well, we're gonna roll with Playboy Trey. You know what I'm saying? And now,
Playboy Trey work.
And now I'm just Trey. But look, let's bring things back to where we are now in 2025, right? So you just said what Atlanta means to you. Atlanta is home. Is there anything going on right now that you would like the city of Atlanta to know about? Are there anything on your plate that you would like to share with the city of Atlanta?
Man, your home, my home, our hometown, man, is so wonderful. I mean, everybody that comes here, folks come here on a day like today, they might come here on a Friday, and they move here, for the rest of their life, bro.
Yeah.
They come here on Friday, they spend a weekend here.
And they're here on Monday.
They here on Monday looking for a real estate. They ain't got a realtor, apartment, and they don't get up out of here. The Willie Watkins take them up out of here, man. So this place is so attractive. It's got so many business opportunities, job opportunities, good people. We hospitable. The weather is, just beautiful. Folks are moving from all these other northeastern places like New York, Chicago. They're moving down to Atlanta. People moving from L.A. and San Francisco to Atlanta because we got more culture. We got this amount of talent, so much talent. Of course, the talent in film, entertainment, and music, and the talent that's in technology. Every year, you think about this, man, Morehouse, Spelman, Clark, Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Emory, SCAD, we get about 25,000 18-year-olds that come into this city.
Wow.
4 years later, 70% of them stay here.
Wow, 70% of the 25,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like 70% of the graduates from our colleges stay here in some form or fashion in the metro region. They might go to grad school and come back, but this is where they want to be home. Yeah. They're going to say, man, I love Atlanta and I'm staying here. So we got a crop of smart, talented people that love our city every year. So that makes us so attractive. And then they bring their friends, and then they get married, and they have a family and all that kind of stuff. And so we just continue to grow. It's a beautiful place. And I'm honored, man. Everybody, one of the big things that used to happen was crime. You don't hear a lot about just the crazy. And of course, one murder is one too many, but it used to be hundreds of them.
Oh yeah, we
man.
remember that.
We remember growing up.
Shoot.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It ain't like that no more.
My buddy Doug was taking me around the city one day just to pay attention, because when you live here, you don't see stuff because you got your blinders on. And I was just on a Friday night, man, went through the interlock.
Yeah.
I was like, what in the world's going on? Like, I didn't know about this, and that's right up the road.
Right.
And he took me over there by Chattahoochee Works.
Yeah.
You see that's going on over there. I'm just seeing a lot of new stuff that people can do in Atlanta with their families, man. So are you one of the reasons why that's happening?
Yeah, those were my old neighborhoods. After I graduated college, I went to Georgia Tech, so that's all that old Georgia Tech area. I was staying in apartments over there, and then I got after graduated, got married. That's where I raised my daughter and my ex-wife. That's where we lived in that area. I was the neighborhood president in that general area.
Okay.
And what's happening is, I used to have my furniture business over there. When I started my business when I was 28 and 30 years old, we was, doing well in that same area, those warehouses. But developers see these things as just dirt, as land. And they're like, I can put something on that land. I can go up. I can go 20 stories up. I can create a food hall. I can create a hotel or apartment or whatever. And so, that's the one challenge. The native, we see stuff from the old perspective a lot of times.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like, oh, man, you bust that left, you're going to be over there and you're going to have to, that area get dark or get dangerous or whatever. But the newcomer, they see it as like, wow, that's real close to Midtown, or that's real close to downtown. And they don't see that as a dangerous area, or they don't see that as, those are just a bunch of warehouses that nobody goes to, or that's where my uncle used to work. We got too much ancient context to the city versus somebody else that's coming from another place is like, they changed the whole meatpacking district in New York and 10 years, oh man, the whole San Francisco was this and now was that. And so when people come to our city with them newer perspectives, they just be like, let me just, put my 5 and 5 together, put 10. Next thing you know, we making this thing move. And so what I'm looking at is how to make the native more involved in the local development of the city. Okay. So that's when we fight back gentrification, and we also make sure that we keep our culture.
Yeah, because we have it's like the two groups of people. We have people who say old Atlanta. Some people say new Atlanta. But at the end of the day, it's our Atlanta.
It's our Atlanta.
Trey, like what's really impressive to me, and I'm starting to is the Beltline.
Yeah.
Like the Beltline seems like that's the new.
That's the new.
That's the new. And it's like I'm seeing how they go and taking one area, building up all these condos and businesses right there, and then they're coming over here to Bankhead over by the Trap Music Museum, and you can just see it. I see the vision, what you're doing.
Yeah, and it's good, man. The nature, being able to get a walk. Right now, the West Side Trail of the Beltline, you can go from Pittsburgh down there in the south side of the city all the way up to Top Golf right now. Okay. Like up there by Huff and Chattahoochee. You can walk, you can ride a bike, you can take a stroller or jog or whatever. You can do that uninterrupted, like 7 miles of straight walking. And I remember when the Beltline was starting, it was started on the east side, and everybody was like, oh, they going over there on the east side, helping them folks and not doing what we, and I was like, when I got on that board, and I was like, nah, we got to do the west side, because I grew up on the west side, but the west side, we got to get this thing too, and we got to start developing the west side. And on the west side, we want lights, we want ours to have cameras for safety, and we want to finish this thing. And so now we are finishing out the Beltline. Get this, by this time next year, you will be able to walk or jog or run or bike from Ansley Mall, come all the way past Piedmont Park, come all the way down by the Beltline on the east side, all past Glenwood. Wow. Over there. You'll be able to come on down to University down there by Carver High School. Come on down to Pittsburgh, Mechanicsville, all that stuff. Come on over to West End, Westview. Oh, wow. Come up by the AUC, go up to Bankhead.
Y'all go buy some property.
Bankhead, where Bankhead by the Shirley Franklin Park, which used to be the West Side Park over there by Donnelly Hollowell and Bankhead Martin Station. Keep on going to Huff, Howell Mill area. You'll be able to do that seamlessly, 18 miles uninterrupted.
Wow.
We are building it out, and that is going to make a big difference in people's route to
Hey, man, that's
schools.
because you Southwest Atlanta, baby.
SWATs, man, we're gonna make things happen.
So look, let me ask you this. Since we talk about like the influx of people that we have coming in the city and just the perception of Atlanta period outside the city.
Yeah.
Why do you think some people don't see Atlanta as a great sports town or don't see Atlanta fans as great sports fans?
Man, you probably like me, bruh. Since I was about 4 or 5 years old, man, I had on a Falcons hat, a Falcons jersey, a Braves hat, a Hawks jersey. Man, Dominique Wilkins still my favorite Hawk ever.
Oh yeah,
Right?
us too.
Man, look, I done
Dominique.
I done dapped Dominique up at least 50 times, man. If Dominique walking there right now, I'm getting up. What up, Neek?
Yeah.
That's my guy, man. Like iconic heroes to me.
Hey, let me tell you this. In high school, 11th, 12th grade, I took Dominique Wilkins' sister to the prom.
What?
Dominique drove us to the prom. And this when he was popping. I was the man at Northwoods High
Bro,
School.
you got driven.
You took Dominique, he drove y'all to the prom? Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. I got a chance to go to
what's
all
up.
the games, all that stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
I felt like how you felt.
That's how I feel. I still think Michael Jordan lost the 1988 dunk contest.
Yeah, he
won
got
that
robbed.
contest, man. He got robbed because he was in Chicago.
He won.
Yes.
He won.
Yes.
Man, Dominique did 4 different dunks, and meanwhile,
Jordan did the free throw
Jordan did the
line
free throw twice. Everybody know that.
And
man.
didn't even really jump behind the free throw line.
He stepped
His
over the
foot
line.
was way over the line.
Thank you.
Man, look. Bro,
It's
we all
all
know.
good. All
we
y'all
all-
Chicago fans, y'all know what's up.
Man, these Chicago people, man, they won't admit it.
Thank you.
Michael
We
Jordan.
got the mayor stamping that. We
Man,
won.
bro,
Give us
we
our
saw-
trophy.
Like, look, man, it was 1988. At that time, I was 14 years old.
Okay.
Man, I was punching
I
the
was
air.
hurt.
If
I
I
was
was
so mad.
If I wasn't certain that my mama would kick me out the house, I would have punched the wall.
Oh, yeah. I'm
I
glad
was
you
yelling.
didn't do that.
Hey, I ain't do that, man. I wouldn't be mayor to this day.
Yeah.
You be Playboy Dre, I be old homeboy Dre.
Just punching my mouth.
Playboy Dre and Homeboy Drake.
I remember my homeboy Dre. I wouldn't be Mayor Dre, but no, man, that's us. Like, we love our hometown. We
Yeah.
love our Hawks, Falcons, Braves. Man, I can recite all the Braves, man, all the way back to Dale Murphy and
Claudell Washington.
and Bob Horner and all them guys, man, all the
You
way up
remember
to
Gene Garber?
Gene Garber, Phil Necro.
Oh.
I can tell you some Braves, man.
Bruce Benedict.
Bruce Benedict. I can tell you who. Anyway, I used to play for the Braves at Collier Park in the city of Atlanta, Parks and Recreation, since I was 6 years old. Yeah. We played at Collier Park. We ended up playing Perkinson Park, Grove Park.
Ben Hill, man.
You was Ben Hill?
Ben
Okay.
Hill
we
Tiger,
come-
man.
Ben Hill was the Tigers. We was the Trojans. So, look, we grew up playing in these sports teams, idolizing our Falcons, from William Andrews and Steve Barkowski.
What you know about William Andrews?
To Billy White Shoe Johnson. To
That's my favorite running back.
all these guys, man.
Yeah.
We loved it. But as more people come to our city, they wearing their hat. So if you move here from Chicago, your family moved down here from New York or Chicago, you still talking about the Bears or you still talking about the Giants, and we might be like, oh man, y'all gonna lose. But in Atlanta, we won't be like fighting you over it. We so hospitable. We like we just gonna, joke about it, talk about it. Man, like after I graduated college, man, you go to some of these cities, like you go to Philly talking about some Atlanta, well they be like, look, bro, you got one more time to say Atlanta.
You got a problem.
And you don't look like you got no friends around you. We about to wear you upside your head.
Hey, one of these
And
stadiums they got a
Chicago-
precinct. One of the stadiums they got a precinct.
Philly got a
right.
precinct in it. They are certain to have someone that's criminal going to jail for that day. They were throwing batteries. You remember they threw batteries at the Braves players
At Rocker, right? Didn't they throw somebody?
Maybe it wasn't the
John
Braves. It
Rocker?
was somebody. They threw it at John Rocker, throwing batteries at him, hitting him in the head with batteries from the It's crazy. We are accepting. We are hospitable. We are like, man, the tailgate down there by the when it was the Dome, and now when it's Mercedes-Benz, the tailgate down there. We be playing the New Orleans Saints, our rival enemy. We all turned up together though. Giving them food,
ragging on y'all.
Yeah. And then they come down here and we go over there. Ain't no shots fired or nothing like that. It's love.
Yeah.
So, but we still stay ATL true. I mean,
100%.
man, I still feel the energy when I go to a Hawks game, a Falcon game, Braves game, Atlanta United game. I love the Dream. If you're a sports fan, man, pick up the WNBA right now. The Atlanta Dream is up in the top of our division. So I think people say we're not a sports town because we haven't won a lot of championships. The Braves won 2. The Falcons haven't won any.
United won one.
United won one. The Hawks haven't won one. We've gone deep into the playoffs, but not won one. So we got to win one. Georgia Tech hasn't won one.
They won 191.
Well, we won the national championship back in the in 1990. That was right before I got there. Yeah. I just think we got to win some more for folks to say that. We got to win some championships. We got to put them buses down Peachtree.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yep.
With the parade.
Get us some parade pop. Get some ring shine.
Yeah, you got to put them buses on Peachtree, man, with some fans yelling.
Yeah, so look, speaking of championships, there's a very important game that our beloved Atlanta Falcons were in. Boy. And we didn't bring it home. So it's 2-part question. I want to know.
You're going to stab me twice.
I want to know. Look, I know the pain you've been through because I've been through it as well. So, Dre, I'm not going to make it too bad, but I do want to know, number one, what would the Atlanta Falcons winning that Super Bowl have meant to the city of Atlanta? And after you answer that, I want to know, where were you when that loss happened?
Oh, man. Look, let me tell you, bro. One, that would have meant so much for the morale of the long-time Falcons fan. Man, since Rankin Smith and them, since way back in the day when this franchise, when they were first bought, everybody thought like we could get this done. We could get a championship. This team got the heart. We had the, we were gonna get there, man. Back when we was playing in Fulton County Stadium, it had the Braves and the Falcons playing in the same stadium.
We used to have the infield.
You can still see the infield. You had to run across the infield about the 30-yard line, 40-yard line. But man, it would have meant the curse was broken. Like we one of the few football franchises that have never won it.
Yeah.
And then when the Saints won before us.
Why you said that, bro?
I'm just talking about, man, look, man, the mayor got to be real, man. You can't just do campaign speeches all the time.
All you Saints fans, that live in Atlanta, vote for the mayor.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, I ain't even going to talk about them. But I love the New Orleans fans, man. I love the friends in New Orleans. They all came here. So it would have meant a whole lot. I was there. I went to the game.
Wow, you were in Houston.
I paid $12.50 for a ticket.
Jay,
I paid $12.50 for a ticket for me and another $12.50 for a ticket for my, at the time, wife.
I was there. I spent $10,000 for that weekend. I had the best Airbnb. I had the best tickets. I was right there. When I tell you, I'm sorry for taking away what you're saying, but when I tell you that it felt like a relative died the next morning, I couldn't sleep. The first person I saw at the airport was Ryan Cameron, and we was like looking at each other like, man, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
But keep going.
Yeah, man. It was a hard drop. We were winning, bro. I was talking big. You know what?
See, that's why.
I
was the kiss of death.
I was beside myself. I was in rare form. Now, mind you, I'm at NCR Stadium in Houston, and I'm a city council member. Kasim was mayor at the time. I'm a city council member, and we were able to buy a block of tickets. We had to pay for them, just so y'all know. I paid for my ticket personally. But the tickets was in the top section.
Okay.
They got 6 sections.
Okay.
I was on row S, and the last row was row T. But we were at the 45-yard line. But so I can see the whole field, but I was way up there. But I can see the whole field. I probably could see Saturn, Mars, and Pluto too, because we was way up there.
You saw Lady Gaga come down?
That was what did it. I believe Lady Gaga is what messed us up. She came out the sky. I saw her first because I was the highest, next to the highest seat in the whole universe. And she came out the sky. and we were up 28-3.
Dre,
I was like, we were going ATL, Julio, ATL. We had all our 3-word chants.
Yeah.
It was just going like any brother in Atlanta could come up with a chant, and we'd all just whatever.
ATL, yo.
Bro, it was like we were at a huge Atlanta pep rally while the game was going on. It was the most arrogant I had ever been. I'm a Patriots fan. I'm like,
That's why we lost, man.
I was in their face, bro.
Me too.
I was rude, because we was winning. I was about to break the curse.
Oh man, I felt
bro. And we had been there for 2 days, 3 days straight. Ryan Cameron had a day party. We was partying. You know, all the things that go with partying was in our system. You know,
y'all
the
having a
energy,
good
the
time.
hype. We was ATL music to the 10th. Man, after Lady Gaga came down and that third quarter started to change, and then when it was like they started talking back to us. And we was like, oh my God, what's happening? And because I'm a Falcons fan, I had seen us like blow a lead before.
Yeah.
And man,
We blew the
and
worst
then
one
when
ever.
we got to overtime,
Oh yeah.
we kept saying, run the ball. And then they were throwing it, trying to, and I'm like,
When Julio caught that ball,
on the tippy toes, on the
I was
sideline.
like, we got it.
We got it. Because Matt had thrown a couple of interceptions. And then we got stabilized for a while. And then Julio caught that ball for the first down on his tippy toes, right there at the sideline. And we was like, good, thank God. That's when we started back our Julio chant. We didn't learn no lesson about being quiet. And then
What happened?
and then we lost.
But look, you survived though.
Yeah, we survived.
You survived.
Back
You
to
survived.
the
We
all survived, but we
podcast.
still hurt.
Now you survived. Look, I can tell that you like mentally and
I
almost
can tell you-
physically
Bruh.
went right back into that moment. If you really look around, you
Yeah.
probably see the stadium.
I can see the stadium
all,
in my
all
mind,
around
bro.
you, all around you.
Yeah,
But
and I remember walking down because you're 6 floors up.
yeah,
That's the longest zigzag to go
Oh, yeah.
down.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get on the elevator, and the Patriots are cheering.
and they just
It take you 30 minutes to get out of that stadium.
Oh, my
30
God.
minutes of agony.
Wow.
My little nephew crying because he came. He was 30 years old and he was sad, crying.
Man.
So we talk about it to this day, and we say, look, we will never let that happen again.
and tell them. These 2025 Falcons now,
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty
I'm
good
feeling pretty
about
good.
it. So
Yeah, yeah.
you share with us, how do you feel about this season with the Falcons? What are the Falcons going to look like in your eyes? And what is our guy, Michael Penix Jr.?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
call him the do-rag dude around here. and I call the Falcons the blood pressure birds. So what are our blood pressure birds going to do in 2025 from your opinion?
Yeah, man. I think this is going to be a great year. I know we're going to be well over 500. This is going to be a year we're going to go into the playoffs pretty deep. Penix he's proven himself as, he came off the bench last year, got right into it, and really, excited us.
Yeah.
We had some glimpse of Michael Vick, and then him and Vic been talking about how to, he's a lefty and how to make sure that you can, run when you
Michael,
need to.
lefty.
Michael and lefty brother. This looking pretty similar, but he also has, he played for that big boy team, Washington. He went to the playoff championship. He got some patience. It stayed in the pocket a little bit longer than Vic did. That was exciting time. I used to have Falcon season tickets when Vic was running, boy. That
Crazy.
thing, every game was exciting.
We could talk on a whole podcast just on that.
Vic, man. Vic was the man. I mean, and then if you had the 2005 Madden, and you put it on Vic, the cover, he was on the cover, and you choose him, he was running touchdowns.
cheat code, man.
It was a cheat code. But so Penix is going to be good. And the other reason why we're going to be good is we actually got a defense that is stubborn. They ain't going to let nobody dog them.
We got some dogs on that thing.
We got some
now.
dogs on the defense.
Georgia Bulldog we drafted.
Like a real
We
dog.
drafted the first Georgia Bulldog. I went to Georgia Tech, but I know Georgia football team got some good players. We got to
Okay.
always consider the draft.
You gave him props. I'm not mad
Yeah, I
at
ain't
you.
gonna,
I thought with a little Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
In you, I thought you might hate a little bit on the
No,
dogs.
I ain't gonna hate. I'm trying to win some championships.
Hey, that's real.
I want a parade. I want to see some buses running down Peachtree.
Speaking of Georgia Tech, this is my perspective. I think y'all got a good quarterback.
Yeah,
I
we do.
think y'all gonna be top 25 this year. I'm on the record saying that.
Man, we got a great coach, man. Brett Key is the key. That guy went to Tech, and then he went on and learned from Nick Saban. He was in Alabama. He was an
I didn't
Alabama
know that.
coach.
I didn't know that, yeah.
He got 2 rings under Saban in the, 14, 16,
wow.
2016,
Trey
something
was
like that.
telling me that.
Yeah, Brett Key knows how to coach, and he knows how to motivate players. And he, young guy that's kind of energetic, and gonna let players play hard, and they want to play for him. So that's good. And our quarterback is good.
He gave the dogs a problem last year.
Yeah. Man, did you see that Miami game when Miami was undefeated?
Yeah, I
We
saw
beat
that.
them in Miami? Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Georgia Tech is gonna have a good season this year. I really like Brent Key. Just listening to him talk, like I just like the aura that he brings, and so we'll see how things go. I do want to ask you this though, like with Georgia Tech, being actually in the city of Atlanta, like from your perspective, what do you think has to happen for Georgia Tech to not be overshadowed so much by the University of Georgia? And this coming from a Georgia Tech alum's perspective, what do you think Tech has to do?
Yeah, we got to do the same thing we did and to get a team like we did in 1990 when we had like Marco Coleman, Ken Swilling, those guys like that. That was just, killers on defense. And then, Sean King, I forget who was our quarterback back then, but we had dogs that were on Georgia Tech's team. So when we had that kind of team and we had that kind of composure and we go at it real hard like that, we can, the Bulldogs was 1980 champions with Vince Dooley and Herschel Walker. 10 years later, Georgia Tech was national champions.
Sean Jones, I think.
Sean Jones, that's why I said Sean King. Sean Jones. So we came with a squad. We put it all on the line. We attracted them players. We did what we needed to do to make sure that they can get through the academic rigor of a Georgia Tech. That's been the hardest part of it. Like, Tech is difficult. I made it out. I made it in and out by the grace of God and a whole lot of help. That thing is hard. And so if you're playing football or basketball or baseball or whatever, and you still got to go to class and manage all the competing things that's with that, it's tough. So academics and athletics have to have a pathway for both of those because that's just tough. So what Tech is doing right now, our new athletic association is about to be the bomb. A lot of times, a new recruit, they roll out the red carpet, they send you in that locker room, and you got a locker room that looks like the state of the art, the sports team. You feel like you at the Falcons, and you got screens up, and you got hot tub, you got cold plunge. Tech didn't have all that, and it was all we don't need to invest in athletics. We need to, and more they need to go to research and more of this. No, we can do both. And so now we investing in that. So when guys,
I see that they have the road blocked off.
That's right. It's under construction right now. So we gonna keep getting these young guys that's gonna want to come play for Tech. And that athletic association is for basketball, football, baseball, volleyball, everybody. And it's gonna be very, very. But the locker room is attached to the stadium, and you got to have a quality locker room for the football team.
Hey, me and Trey had a chance to go to a Georgia Tech game thanks to Ryan Cameron, and we was at night, and we was sitting there, and we was just looking at the backdrop of the city.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Bruh, let me just tell you this. There is no better college stadium to watch a night game than Georgia Tech. You are looking at Midtown, downtown, from your seat in a stadium. That's why, if you ever think about it, ESPN always has us as the featured Thursday night game at some point. Yeah, Georgia Tech is playing Virginia Tech, or we're playing somebody like that. That featured Thursday night game, we get a lot of them because it's beautiful. The blimp flies over, you get to see it, and they get to do drone shots or whatever. And it's the city. No school, think about it, most schools aren't in the middle of a downtown. No school that has no football stadium for a college is in downtown. You don't have that in many cities of any. All the big boy football teams like Alabama or even Athens, Georgia, LSU, all of them are in like the rural or the secondary town, not the major town. Yeah.
So I know I'm a dog fan, and other dog fans probably gonna hate to hear me say this, but I'm telling you,
I see some good things.
I don't think it's any more beautiful place to watch a game at night. Being in Georgia Tech Stadium and seeing that skyline, it's amazing. It's Georgia amazing. Tech put a winner down there again. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Trey, under the 2K, the NCAA. They even have the and when you play at Georgia Tech and you see the background, they even have it in the game.
Yeah,
man. So
it's in the game.
Let me ask you this. Let's pivot to some other things that's going on sports wise in the city. We know we have FIFA's here, especially next year we have the big World Cup. But right now at this moment we have one of the smaller tournaments with FIFA going on right now, and then we got the Super Bowl coming back to Atlanta. Speak on those things, if you would, and what that's going to mean for the city of Atlanta.
The city of Atlanta is a sports town. Yes. We are a sports city.
Thank you. Sports city.
There ain't no city like us, man. Right now, like we got all the major sports teams, and then we have Major League Baseball All-Star Game is happening.
Yes.
In 2 weeks, we will have Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Ron Acuna Jr. say he gonna be in the home run derby.
I saw
That's
that.
what's
Breaking
up,
news.
man.
Okay.
That boy is a beast. That's a baller. He the best thing we got for the Braves.
Yes.
And then you come to right now, you got FIFA World Cup club matches are happening. Sunday game is going to be about 50,000 people here for watching Miami play. Inter Miami is going to play. I forget who they're about to play, but it's his old team, Messi's old team. Mm-hmm. And so that's going to be a big game. 50,000 fans are going to be here. I get to do the coin toss at that game.
All right, then.
I'm going to do the coin flip.
Dap you up on that.
I'm going to do the coin flip in that game.
The perks of being the 61st mayor.
Yeah, man. I'm an athlete, bro. I get to flip that coin hard work on that thumb, man. But look.
I ain't mad at you. Get out there and get your shine on. Get your shine on.
Yeah, but then you also got, so the FIFA club is happening. But the FIFA World Cup 2026, Atlanta is one of the 11 cities in the United States hosting it. We got 8 matches. It's like 8 Super Bowls. Mm-hmm. Them matches are going to be 80,000 people in the stadium. 4 billion people around the world will be watching. It's the largest watched sports event in the world. Because we grew up, we didn't play soccer like that in America and definitely not in Atlanta. We're growing in it. But the rest of the world, you put a ball and a net up and you go every day across the world.
The athletes that make the most money in the whole world are soccer players from over in Europe.
Ronaldo, you talking about the highest Instagram accounts is soccer players.
Yes.
You know,
that's crazy.
Like it's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, soccer players, they get the most money. They have the most fans. It's the most endured sport. It's the longest running sport. You know, America, we've created these sports but we're a young country. You think about these old European and Latin American countries, they've been playing soccer for, centuries. And so FIFA World Cup is going to be huge. It's going to mean a lot of money for Atlanta at hosting 8 of these matches. And we have the semifinals. So the semifinals are going to be the most watched sporting event in the history of the world when they're watched here in Atlanta. Wow. And then the finals will beat us because the 5 or 6 days later, it'll be the finals. But still, for that moment in time, the whole world is going to be watching Atlanta. Awesome. Hey. We got Jermaine Dupri. He did the soundtrack to it. You ought to check it out. We got our own, what we call unique sound. It's called a sound ID. So when they're like, let's go see how the matches are going in Atlanta, and start playing that ATL, ATL. Hey, it's a marching band with a deep drum beat, like a Atlanta beat. So he did his thing on that. Dallas Austin, I should have said, not Jermaine Dupri. Dallas Austin created that, and so it's dope. And so it's going to mean economic opportunities for these small businesses here. When all these folks come into town, these delegates of these, if these countries are here, their prime minister, their leaders are going to be here, their dignitaries, their big business people. They're going to need limo services. They're going to need private security. They're going to need catering. They're going to need, they're going to have stuff like photographers, videographers. They're going to need all that stuff.
Well, you know what? The Waterboyz want to be a part of it.
Yeah, man, I
need you to help us out with that, man.
Let's figure it out, man.
We holding you to it.
Go, man. We figure out how y'all podcast or whatever, but then also the Waterboyz, the young men making money. We figure out how to do that in a proper context, man, because same thing that we're doing now with the Waterboyz, the same thing we need to be doing then is making sure that they are able to make money out of this in the right way.
In the right way,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So it's big, man. Atlanta keeps getting shows. Then we got 2031. We're going to be the Final Four is going to be here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 2031, the Final Four. And 2028, we got the Super Bowl.
The Falcons got to make it.
Falcons going to be in the Super Bowl, man.
Falcons going to be in
2028. We're going to get there before that and in that.
Thank you.
Let's do it all, man.
Penix said he want multiple
Falcons going to be in there.
Yeah.
Who did it? The Rams did it, right? The Rams won the Super Bowl. Didn't the Rams play home and won it? The Falcons, we're going to pull the Rams. We're going to do it right. We're going to win it. The do-rag dude going to bring it home.
Do-rag dude.
Do-rag dude.
I ain't never seen him without a do-rag.
That's why we call him
that. I think at the Hawks game, he didn't have one on.
He did?
At the Hawks game, he didn't have one on.
Speaking of the Hawks, I want to take us to a different direction.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we just had the NBA draft.
Yeah.
That we did.
Trade. Before the draft, we made a trade. Who did we get?
We got Porzingis. We got Kristaps Porzingis.
From the Celtics.
Yep, from the Celtics. And Mister, we need you to stay healthy.
Yes, we need him to stay healthy because he finished a portion of his season.
But he was a reason. He was like the icing on the cake for Boston Celtics winning the championship. So my question is this: Trae Young. We all love Trae Young. We don't want him to go anywhere. Seems like the Hawks are making the right decisions the past couple months. It seems like we're building. Where do you see the Hawks going with the moves they made? We just had the draft. We got Asa from Georgia. We still got some moves to make. We got $25 million exemption that we can use. So how do you feel about Trae Young in the city, and will the Hawks take it to the next level?
Yeah, those were all the right moves to make, including changing out the GM.
Wow.
That happened. We made all those changes, and now the new one is in there. He's
snapping. The new one.
The new one's snapping.
He's snapping.
He coming in there. He like, look, y'all said you wanted to win. You said you needed a team in place. I'm gonna do that. Let me do what I know how to do, is put a good team in place. And that's where he came in. He got Asa, he got Porzingis. Like, these are moves I would have never seen that move. The Porzingis move, I wouldn't have seen that. Like, you know, you got to know basketball.
We didn't give a lot up.
Didn't give a lot up. And we got a second round pick next year.
We got a first round pick. For this, what we did, we was number 13. We traded back 10 spots
and still got the guy we want.
Got the guy we've been looking at, and we got a first round pick unprotected from the Pelicans.
That's a move. That's what a good GM would do. He came up with a plan, a draft plan, and executed it perfectly. Probably better than other guys anticipated. Got the guy you wanted and didn't have to give up nothing to get it, and you got a first round draft pick in it. Awesome deal making. And you know, so I believe that, you know, you got Trae. Trae just needed more pieces around him.
Thank you.
I love DeJounte Murray. Still think his game is sharp, man. That boy can shoot. He can ball. You know, but it was only one basketball and two ballers. You can't have both of them there. You need to have a big man down there or somebody on the wing that can get the ball.
Go ahead.
And so
Dre.
now we about to move this thing around a little bit. Once they get the balling together, get them playing together over the summer to get ready for the fall, I think we're gonna be hooping. But the other thing is the team, the Hawks ownership. They have cared so much about the fan experience, the environment, the fun, the community. They've done all the right moves except for putting the best product on the court. Now they got the right players, and I bet you they still got a few more moves that they're making that I won't even be able to see because that's their level of business that they're going to be moving on. Once they get the product on the floor, because the fan experience is number one.
Fan experience
we got the
crazy.
number one fan experience by everybody's ranking and rating.
Wow.
It's crazy in there.
You know that.
The games are amazing. You're having a good time in there. The food is great. The atmosphere is great. Everything is going well. The stadium is dope. And you know, and then, you know, that doesn't make everybody watch the game because you don't know if you're going to win or lose. But if you got a product on the floor that's looking like 60 wins, folks going to be like, hurry up, get back with my popcorn. I'm running back to my seat because I want to see the game instead of just, you know, politicking in the corridors and in the suites, you know.
I agree. I say all the time, if you put a winner on the court, there will be, like, you will be hard-pressed to find a better place than an Atlanta Hawk game on a Friday night, Saturday night. If you put a winner on the court, you will be hard-pressed to find a better environment when another big dog comes in to play. If the Hawks are winning and sharp and balling, when another team comes in as well, you'll be hard-pressed to find a better environment.
Trey, look, man, when we played the Knicks in the playoffs, and it's Black Hollywood out here, man, being at State Farm Arena, man, it is the place to be. It's like the old Forum, man. If we could just put a consistent winner in Atlanta for the Hawks, I'm telling you, man, like you said, it's going to be the best place to watch a game.
Them floor seats of Atlanta Hawks games, you looking at celebrity, leader.
Yeah.
You got like 2 Chainz, Quavo. You got Kim
Boosie.
down there.
You got
Boosie, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Boosie, man.
And you got some business leaders that everybody don't know. They owning them seats down there. And it's like, you know, hey, it's like, man, you go to a Hawks game and they shouting out Falcons players that's there. They shouting out actors and actresses. It's Hollywood. It's, you know.
So look, we talking about environments. So I'm gonna take it away from the pro game, but we still talking sports environments, right? It's no crazier environment. You know what I'm saying? I married into the rivalry. I went to McNair. You know, I grew up.
That's all right.
I grew up off Gresham Road.
East side,
you know what
man.
I'm saying? Yeah. So from East Low, 30316. You know what I'm saying? Southeast Atlanta. But anyway, my wife went to Douglas.
Yeah.
Right. It's no crazier environment than a Mays and Frederick Douglass football game.
Boy.
Tell me, from your perspective, Dre, what do you think makes the rivalry between Mays and Douglas so special.
Man, first of all, shout out to your wife, man. She made it out. She graduated from that terrible school. I'm proud of her.
Shout out to Pam.
I'm proud of her, man.
That tickled him.
Her and about 6 other people I know actually graduated from that school.
Can't wait to clip this on.
7 of y'all actually graduated, man. God bless y'all.
Shout out to
y'all,
our producer Doug. Doug,
yeah.
Hey, I'm North Fulton, so I ain't got no state, North Atlanta.
Man, y'all class reunions be like just one person graduated out of 400. No, I'm just kidding.
Dang, Doug.
Stop my shot. Go
ahead. Maze and Doug. Maze and Doug. What makes that rivalry so special?
We love each other, man. Most of the time, Maze was the newest school. When I went to Maze, it was only 10 years old. It opened it was only like 7 or 8 years old when I got to Maze. So it was the new kid on the block. We all would have been going to Doug, so we went to Maze. So a lot of times our older sibling or our aunts or uncles went to Doug and we went to Maze. So it was already kind of a built-in rivalry, like, oh, y'all get to go to the new school. Y'all think y'all all that. Y'all got, it's pretty up there. Y'all need to be like us at Doug. So it was that, and it was... What really started it was Maze was allegedly the pretty boys, the newer Cascade kids, and Doug was still everybody else, which was still great parents and great kids. But it was like Maze had the powder blue and the gold, and Doug tried to son them, like, look at these pretty boys, and Maze held their own, right, in football and in basketball. But it was really from a optics perspective, and y'all got it too good over there. Y'all are like a little private school that's a public school. So it was a little bit of like dissing, like, we ain't had no old alums. It was, your new school. Wasn't no class reunions. When I went to Maze, there was no 10-year class reunions. There wasn't nothing to go to, but it was new. Yeah. So you was getting, like, it was like that, like a little tough. But then after a while, Maze won a few, regional championships, national, state stuff. And Doug really had a great route of basketball players going to like Georgia Tech or Georgia or wherever. They was putting up numbers. And football, we had like...
You remember Damian Pierre? He had the ball. Quarterback Damian Pierre for Doug. You probably don't remember him. Keep going, though.
I don't remember him, but I know that a few Doug folks did go to the league. Brother Lewis went to Jamal Lewis. He made it to the league and played plenty of years at Baltimore and other places. So it was good, man. I mean, it's a rivalry, and the bands, and the cheerleaders, they be going at it. The team on the field is playing hard, and the alumni don't know how to not get into that. Like we'll be 30 years alum. And we acting like we still in school. Man. We dancing, we yeeking, we doing our old dance routine.
Speaking of that, you was a yeekster.
I done brought up
the yeek era, man. Tell us about that, man. You was out there yeeking. hey, a lot of people don't know, like, we grew up together. My cousin, Otto, him and Otto used to have a group, man.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the group. It was called, like...
It was Off Limits.
Off Limits.
Off Limits.
Steel Pulse. Y'all had Steel Pulse, too?
No, the first group, it was
Steel Pulse. Steel Pulse. It was like,
Pulse.
y'all got it from, like, we was in the Greenbrier, the record store. It was Peppermints. And we was looking at names on the album cover. We came up with Steel Pulse.
Oh, man, that was when I was, like, middle school.
Yeah.
But by the time we got to high school, we kind of merged with this group of guys that was already... They was 1 year older than us, so we kind of joined their group.
So can you still yeet?
I ain't yeeked in a while, man. The way my job description is lined up.
You got to break it out, man, with the boys, man. Drake can dance, man. Them boys can get out.
The way that they got TikTok now, they got Instagram, they got podcasts.
It's going to be everywhere. It'll be everywhere. You'll be on CNN first thing.
And somebody will be like, we love that about our man. He from the A. He know all our dance moves. Somebody else will be like, hey, man, you need to not be out there yeeking. You need to get out there and fix that pothole. That's all you hear. You need to stop yeeking so much. You always yeeking. I'm like, man, I did it one time for the Waterboyz. Hey, man. It was a podcast. It was Friday. I ain't mean to do it. They made me do it.
Now that is too funny. Look, we just about at our time.
Yeah.
And we definitely want to say we appreciate you sitting down with us, Dre.
Yeah.
we had some questions about young creators and people that are making their way up. Are there anything that is there anything you can share with any young creators out there that may have programs or grants or things that they can tap into that can city of Atlanta can help them in any kind of way, any creators that we have in the city of Atlanta?
Hey, man, that's what he's trying to say, man. Is there anything that you can help the Waterboyz with for getting some grants, man?
I wasn't trying to ask that, but
I am. Like,
I wasn't trying to ask that on air, but...
We trying to make this work, man. We want to be big in Atlanta, man. We're the #1 sports podcast in Atlanta, and we would love to know how and we're talking for everyone else, how creatives can, because you was at the Butter event at the State Farm, and I heard you say something about funding for podcasting and entertainment and things of that nature. How can we tap into that? Because I don't know how to go about doing that.
Yeah. So one thing, man, is Atlanta is a creative culture. We got a lot of creatives. We got a lot of we give our culture away a lot of times too easily. So we want to make sure that the creatives, the music, entertainment, film, podcasters, all the folks that create this content that the world is consuming and actually copying a lot of times, to be able to, we benefit from it. You profit from it. You hire people and generate economic benefit from it. And so what we got is via Invest Atlanta, which I'm the chairman of the board. You can go to investatlanta.com, as well as the mayor's Office of Film, Entertainment, and Nightlife. We have some things that we can help you be able to venture into, how to get support for grants, loans, and really the other thing is just opportunities. Whether that's, sideline podcasting at events that we may have, or some other things that you might come up with that I haven't even thought about. But we have a team of people that's really dedicated to making sure that our creative economy benefits Atlanta and not everybody else. One of the things that we find is, we start a thing and everybody else is copying it, or we say Atlanta influences everything, and it's true. But Atlanta doesn't benefit from everything it influences. People be utilizing.
That's a bar right there.
That is a bar. Y'all record that. Let me say it to the camera.
Say it one more time.
Atlanta influences everything, but Atlanta don't always benefit from the things it influences. And that is a tragedy. When we grew up and you listening to New York rap, they was like, the Bridge, Brooklyn, this and that, and they was generating their own economy, and we were just we had to buy their music.
We had Kilo cocaine.
Yeah, we had Kilo cocaine and
America has a problem.
Dancing. All that.
Yeah. But my point about that is we had to buy New York's music.
Yes.
People get our stuff for the free, and they come down here and they talk like us, and and I think that we have to preserve our stuff and benefit from it. And then, a lot of folks come down here, they drop right out the sky, right into Atlanta, start, showcasing what Atlanta's doing, making money off just highlighting Atlantans doing great creative stuff because they know how to produce it and get the, maybe get on air or get
the product to the masses. Yeah.
We got to know how to do that. It's something I'm very conscious of, that there's a lot of talent.
I could tell,
and trying to help with that.
Yeah, man. Well, Dre, this concludes, man, this episode of the Waterboyz Show. We thank you for sitting down with us, man. I even brought my boys today because I want them to see, I like them to be able to see men, not only just in the community, but, from our city who are doing really good things so they can have things to aspire to. And they won't have to always see it on TV. They know that it's been around them, and they know it's special things that they can accomplish.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad you are doing that, man. Having young men around, watching men, be good guys, talk about whatever we talk about that things that they can relate to. Some of the stuff they got to learn about, but seeing their dad, seeing their uncle, this is what we're supposed to do, man, to build a village.
Well, I see why you're doing the things you're doing. For you to take the time out your busy schedule to come down and talk to us, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to Trey, it means a lot to our team. And, I see the things, that you're doing in Atlanta, and it's making an impact. On our side of town, on their side of town, you kind of just making it work for everything. And I'm seeing it, man. So I hope that you get another term. You keep going and going and going as much as you can. And I'm glad to say I know you, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. From the SWATs, bro.
Let me tell you, man, I can't wait for my wife to see that clip, what you said about Doug. And speaking of the Mays folks, shout out to my boy Freaky T, man. Shout out to Franco, man. May he rest, man.
Rest in peace, Franco, Freaky T. Freaky T, man, he was dunking the basketball in 9th grade at a pep rally when we was about to play Thorough. I think that boy did a Dominique reverse dunk in 9th grade.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Freaky T, he had hops.
Yeah, he's definitely an athlete. And last but not least, we got to get, so I know you say you saw the move skit while I was talking. I had on a sweatshirt in there that says Neek won 1988 dunk contest.
we gotta
get you one of those shirts.
Man,
we gotta get you one of those shirts. It says Neek won 1988 dunk contest.
It's the truth,
Yeah,
man. I wonder if Neek and Jordan can do a dunk contest today. Y'all got me out here talking about y'all trying to have me yeeking, have them dunking.
Yeah. Let me tell you, right now, it's a chiropractor or a doctor that's doing like this, knowing they both coming in for help. Hey, but look, we appreciate everybody. Like we always tell you, the Waterboyz Show, we represent Atlanta because Atlanta represents us. Stay loyal, stay Atlanta, stay true. On behalf of myself, Trey, my partner, B. Rich, the 61st mayor of Atlanta, Mayor Andre Dickens, our boy Aaron Pittman, the Waterboyz Show. We are out.
Kill the camera.